Come with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play. So hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
Welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host at the most, late fees, Shea baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always rewinds. And you're listening to
Blockbuster Wives. Hello, my love.
Welcome back, everybody.
You guys, Stacy and I have not seen each other for like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it's felt like a fucking lifetime.
You're like, who are we? Where are we?
Where are we? Who am I without my wife? Nobody.
What's
Let
been
me tell
happening?
you that. Let me tell
You
you
know?
what. Nobody.
Off real quick. Pause.
Oh shit.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
No more background noise here.
Hell yes. So how you guys doing? Welcome to the final installation.
The final countdown.
Baby, of Transformation January.
How are all your transformations going? Did y'all make New Year's resolutions? How are they going? If you totally fell off, you can restart it or not. Who cares?
Who gives a fuck? Nothing matters. Time is an illusion.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got a new job, so that's cool.
Yep, no more housekeeping.
Nope, fuck that. And
you sounded like you loved it so much when we talked about it.
I'm like, listen up. Yeah, I was very angry. Hi. Sorry, Stacy's dog, who I love, is licking my pocket,
Yeah,
and
really.
now I'm concerned.
Lay off.
What's in there?
Yeah, if you ever wipe your hands on your pants, Rumi will call you out.
I'm like, is there a sandwich in there?
She's
Which
like a
honestly wouldn't
napkin
put past
hoarder.
me. Roast
She's
beef.
a napkin fucking snitch.
I could not bring her to the movies with me
Oh, no.
because I would have my trench coat that's filled with like little pockets of gorgy and sexiness and yumminess. I would just be fucked. What was I talking about? Oh, my new job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have an office.
Ooh.
Which I've
not just
never
a cubicle?
No, like a full
Ooh,
office
with a door and shit?
Yeah.
I love having a door. It's really nice.
I don't even have a door at my house.
Wow.
It's crazy that I
There's
get
no
a
doors
door.
at Shade's house.
It's
It's a yurt.
I live
Rumi,
like
come
in a
here.
it's a
Sorry,
weird-
everybody. She's like aggressively licking Shay's pocket. It's so weird.
Oh,
Well, Shay is wearing some fabulous cargo shorts, so
Thank you
maybe that's why
so-
she's like, there's gotta be something in here.
this is majorly queer of me to have on cargo shorts, no bra, giant t-shirt that says
We love it.
love always wins, you know.
Aw.
Beauty and the Beast.
I
I'm the
know why
Beast.
that's always my like infomercial music, like inspirational moments.
Yes, but alas, here we are, and
She's here. She's got a door.
it's a beautiful morning.
Mhm.
I'm very excited, and also we're on the countdown to Stacy's wedding, which is very
It's
exciting.
coming up so quick, alarmingly so. I'm trying to like book everything, get
Yeah.
everything locked and loaded.
Listen, I'm in all the group chats, and she's doing a great job of being hella chill, super informative, very much like, hey, you guys do this, maybe, we'll see, like, love you, let me know, hee hee, like, very chill, very cool,
Well, thank you.
might I say.
It's just like a little part-time job that you have to do when you get married in America. It's the way it is, but it will be fun. I'll say it is a lot of work, but I do think it's a big payoff.
Yeah. It'll be so much fun. Like, that's just all it is. It'll just be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's too much pressure to be like, it'll be the best day of your life.
See, I think even the minimums of event planning are stressful.
Yeah.
And I think most people don't acknowledge it because it's typically been women's work.
Totally.
And women are just expected to have all these skills
Right.
where it's like not work, and it's like, no, it is work. It
It's
is
hella
labor.
work.
It is thought. It is emotional labor. It's a lot.
Because not only are you thinking about what you want on your day, you're thinking about everyone else and like how to convenience everyone else, how you'll look at how they'll look good. Like, you're thinking about so much shit. It's not just about you.
Right. And it's like, I genuinely don't think it has to be perfect, but like even my level of care, I'm just like, this is still just a lot to do.
Yeah.
It just is.
Which I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough to like divvy some of it out at least to other people, because that must be like hard to even go about.
Oh,
to, like,
that's the
hit
best
people up.
part.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, have fun, everybody.
I'm so glad you're doing that because so many people are like prideful and are like, I'll just do it myself, and then have like resentment towards people,
or they don't
and
trust
they don't
their
know.
homies. I trust y'all.
Thank you.
And it's like, even if it gets messed up, like ultimately, who cares?
Well, that's the thing too. Is like you're not like, what will people think of me? Thank God. Because can you imagine?
This might be the wrong attitude to have, but I'm like, listen, bitch. I'm feeding you and giving you alcohol.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fucking welcome, bitch.
At the minimum, you're welcome.
And let me just say, everything that is planned already just seems like so much fucking fun, and it's very you and Brent, you know? And like that's all that matters. And if things go awry, it'll be okay because you have each other and you have us. And like it'll still be so much fun because we're all together.
Yeah, and I would love for somebody to try to complain to me.
If anyone, I am not fucking with you. I've never been more serious about anything. If anyone complains to you, I will rip them to fucking shreds. I am not playing. I will fucking go full ape, like bang on my chest, climb a fucking tree, and then just.
She just did a pro wrestling move. You all missed it.
At your wedding, I'll wear a jumpsuit so it'll be extra comfy,
I
cozy.
would love to see you in a dark rose jumpsuit situation.
I'm thinking a jumpsuit, maybe a suit, if I can manage.
That.
I've been looking it up. I've been checking out my options, but yeah.
Nice.
I just think it makes sense. But anyway,
we're not here to talk about. This isn't wedding talk.
No, it could be though.
This is movie talk.
This is movie talk, and we're talking about a very special, controversial yet brave movie today called Master of Disguise. Master of Disguise.
I'm going to be a master of disguise.
I'm going to be a master
of disguise. If you were like a child in that time region, you probably saw that preview or commercial. Oh, I don't know, hundreds of times. I could tell. I was like, that was in the preview.
Yes,
that
I'm
was
going
in the
to be a
trailers.
master
Like,
of
that
disguise.
was like, oh my god. It was marketed like, maybe it's just because we were the right age, but I feel like it was everywhere.
No, I think it was. Because I think it also was one of Dana Carvey's first movies in a long time as well. So I think like they were really excited. And also it's a Happy Madison film.
I was going to say,
which we can get to.
Adam Sandler had already, made it big at this time.
Yep.
So his word meant something.
Yep. All his movies meant a lot to a lot of people. So especially like our age group, I'd say.
Maybe
like middle
not
school.
This one in particular.
No. But I think like because it was a Happy Madison film, it was very much like, oh, we're looking forward to this shit. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and I was very excited to see it when I was a kid. I was like super into it. I was ready. I was like, you too. Yeah. I'm a comedy fan.
Yeah, we're comedy.
Like I was a serious connoisseur.
Yeah, you and I both.
Like, it's Dana Carvey. I simply must see it.
Absolutely.
But then I think I like erased it from my brain for many, many years because I didn't think about this movie like at all.
Me neither.
For years. And then How Did This Get Made? Another fabulous movie podcast covered it, and I was like, oh my god,
like that.
I forgot about it. And then like, am I not turtly enough for the turtle club? I was like, whoa,
turtle. And it just like
deep in my
PTSD.
brain. Exactly. And I had it was in there so deep, and then I kind of forgot about it, and now it's back.
Yep.
It's back, baby.
From outer space.
And I think I brought it up to you because I listened to the podcast. I was
yeah.
like, do you remember Master of Disguise? And
oh,
you were
yeah.
like, yes.
Yeah. And then we talked about it on our second episode because we were talking about Kung Pao.
Yes.
And I said it was up for an award against Master of Disguise, not for being good, but for like a stinker award.
The Razzies.
The Razzies, and Master of Disguise won. I think.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
And I do think that's warranted.
Yeah, me too.
I think Kung Pao is a better film.
Way better in every way.
It had a lot more art to it than this film did.
Yeah. Something that made me feel better about this film is that Dana Carvey was making it to make his sons laugh, which I think is very sweet. He made it specifically because he's like, I just want to make them laugh because a lot of the movies that are like for their age like suck. So I'm going to try to make it like pointed towards their sense of humor.
That is nice.
So maybe it was just really, really curated, you know?
Because a lot of the references, and I'm sure we'll get into this, I'm like, this is not for kids.
No.
Like, I didn't get these references when I was young.
Not at all. So it made me feel a little bit better about it after I watched it and then read a little bit. I was like, okay, like this makes sense. However,
It's fully not good. Let's do some corporate bullshit and then we'll get into it. So this came out August 2nd, 2002. Post 9/11.
Post 9/11.
And we just need to address the elephant in the room right now.
Yes.
There was a very strong rumor on the internet for many, many years. I believed it. That they were filming the turtle scene in this movie when the planes hit the two towers on 9/11. And as the story goes, Dana Carvey was wandering around in his turtle costume while everyone was like crying and freaking out. Such a good story. It is not true.
No.
It has been busted.
Yes, it has been fully busted.
Mythbusters have done it.
Which
they didn't do it.
Literally on Google. No. It kind of broke my heart to find out that wasn't true. Because I wanted to believe it so bad. And you know what? I reject that reality and substitute my own.
Okay, but the funny thing is, like, I read an interview with somebody who was like trying to confirm whether this happened or not. And they got a hold of like a producer or something. And the producer immediately was like, I don't know why everyone thinks that. Think about it. Like, the towers were hit like 9:30 Eastern time. Why on earth would we be filming that scene at 6:30 in the morning? And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I never really thought about that.
I don't know. I mean, they film movies at weird times. You never know.
He's like, no, we were not filming at 6:30 in the morning that day.
And you know what? That does make sense because I'm sure that makeup took hours. So that would mean his call time would have had to be like 2 a.m.
Right. They're like, no, we were not like actively filming at 6:30 a.m. Like, not at all.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I think
he's like, we were filming during that time period.
I think they did have to film that day.
They filmed later, but it wasn't that scene, and yeah, it's just kind of funny. So it's like half true.
I wish it were true. Actually, I had to tell someone recently that wasn't true because someone tried to tell me that fun fact.
Yeah,
I was like, listen,
obviously.
But fun fact, aroni and cheese, not true.
It is amazing to picture him in his turtle suit and someone being like, stop production. The Twin Towers have been hit. And
he's just like turtle. Fucking dumb as hell.
That is the best costume in the movie, hands down.
Totally. I have a couple more faves though.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get back to corporate bullshit.
Corporate bullshit.
Sorry, just had to dispel that rumor, so sorry.
It's what everyone was thinking. We're just doing it for the people. All right.
It is 80 minutes long. Half of that is the credits. We'll talk about that. It stars Dana Carvey, Brent Spiner, who played Data in Star Trek. Dana Carvey, also comedian legend, Wayne's World, SNL. You know him, you love him.
You know him, you love him. I sure do.
Jennifer Esposito, who I don't think I ever watched a lot of anything with her in it, but she's a gorgy queen.
She is. She sure is.
Harold Gould plays the grandpa. Don't know what he's in. TBH.
Me neither.
And then James Brolin, who's the fine-ass dad.
So fucking hot.
Moment of silence for... I don't think he's dead, but just in honor of his hotness. She's gone into cardiac arrest. It's directed by Perry Andalyn Blake. I honestly didn't know what else he did.
Yeah, I have
look him up.
Never. Did you look him up?
No.
Okay, wait. Let's look him up right now.
Okay, I'm just like, that's how little I respected this movie when I was doing corporate bullshit.
Okay, let me look him up.
While Shay's looking that up, the budget was $16 million, which is like not very high actually for everything they did. I do feel like it's all on the screen. Like it was a very visual movie. But fully. It made $43 million. So
what was the budget?
Well, 16.
Jeez.
So it like more than doubled, and I think that was probably due to all the marketing. It probably didn't have like a big DVD market after. I don't think people were excited to rewatch this film.
No.
You got the skinny on what else Perry Andalyn Blake has done?
Okay, so he's done a lot of like production stuff. He's only been a director of 2 movies.
After they saw this one, they're like, you're done.
He did Master of Disguise, and then he also did Around the World in 80 Days, if you remember that movie.
What year did that come out? Does it say?
2004.
I don't think I saw it.
I think Jackie Chan is in it. Jackie Chan was in it. It's a Walt Disney movie.
I'm really surprised I didn't see it then, because I was very into Jackie Chan as a kid.
Yeah, and he's like, if I'm remembering correctly, I feel like it was a cute movie. I think I only saw it like once though, and I do not remember it. But yeah, it's starring Jackie Chan and Steve Coogan, who I recognize, but I can't remember from where. I remember.
Do you remember it also being a very, very silly movie, or was it a little more serious?
It was silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not as silly as this film.
I don't think any movie
Doesn't get much sillier than this.
No, this might be the silliest, the goofiest, the gooberiest for sure.
The most like non sequitur shit where it's just things are just happening to you as you watch it.
Physically, emotionally, spiritually.
So Rotten Tomatoes, 1% critic score. 1%.
No.
Universally reviled. Somebody said it was like more stomach churning than a horror movie.
I mean,
really hated it.
I don't know if I agree that hardcore.
The audience disagrees. The audience score is 35%.
Okay.
That's a third of people love it.
Maybe the worst score we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Probably.
You know what, though? The Grinch audience score was like weirdly low, too. I want to say it was in the 30s. But the critic score was higher.
That's insane.
I know. What is humanity? Our boy Robert Ebert
Yes. Okay. I am so excited.
gave it 1 star.
No.
Not surprised. I'm honestly surprised it got a full star.
Okay. Again, after this month, so this is the last movie that we're reviewing before we do the Ebert thing that we said we were going to do. Remember?
I know I'm not going to do it.
No,
But if you
I'll do
wanna
it. I'll do it.
Like, I know myself. I'm not going to do it.
No, spiritually you'll be with me as I do it because I just really want to see if there's like an overlap of like.
I bet someone's done this.
You think so?
Yeah.
But specifically with the movies that we've reviewed.
Yeah, but I bet somebody's done like a meta-analysis just in general. Like women movies, he does this.
Oh,
Kids
probably.
movies, he does this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that exists.
I just want to know out of the movies that we've reviewed, like which ones got 1 star because I don't even remember.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I would like to know.
To see like what he rates at the same level, you know. Anyway.
Okay. But in his review, he says,
Oh my god.
I'll just say before I read this quote, he was not as bothered as I was, but he was very bothered by the length of the credit scene.
Makes
Which
sense.
Again, we will get to it. It is
like
excessive.
a third of the fucking movie.
But okay, so he rambles on about that for a while, and then he says, at one point, the credits, at last mercifully seemed to be over, and the projectionist even closed the curtains. But no, there was Dana Carvey, still visible against the red velvet, asking us what we're still doing in the theater. That is a dangerous question to ask after a movie like Master of Disguise. End quote.
Oh my god.
But he did like the production design. He thought it looked good.
I mean, it does.
It does look good.
It looks really good.
He
Very
hated
bright.
the production design of The Grinch. Liked
Yeah.
this one.
Well, you know what? This one was really clear, and the Grinch was very like
Blood
green,
red.
foggy.
Snot nose,
little-
pug nose.
Yeah, he's just like
I
murder.
love
I'm
how
like, what
scared
the
he
fuck are
was.
you talking about?
He
Anyway,
hated it. But yeah, so that's Ebert. That's all I got for corporate bullshit.
1 star. I honestly am also surprised.
I thought it was gonna be a half star.
Yeah.
Or just no star. You'd be like,
Has he
fuck
ever
you.
done no stars? I
Oh,
wonder.
I don't know.
Maybe 1 is the lowest that he goes.
Maybe.
Probably.
I'm surprised he even reviewed it, to be honest.
Yeah. There were some movies I wished he would have, and he didn't, but now I can't remember which ones they are. But anyway.
But it did do well, so maybe that's why he felt like he had to.
1 star.
1
That's so bad.
1 star.
1
And I'll just give like a little brief synopsis. We won't go through the movie scene by scene because even if we tried, we probably couldn't because
No.
it's like so bonkers.
Yeah. It's pretty
But
wild.
basically, the main character, Pistachio Disguisey, his last name is Disguisey, is working at his family's restaurant, but unbeknownst to him,
Dun dun dun.
he later finds out he's got this family secret where his whole family has been a line of special disguisers. And I will say it's very unclear, like, if this is magical. It's heavily implied it's magical, but he does need, like, all of these tools to do the disguises.
Yes.
And it's like, sometimes he's like, oh, I literally turn into another person. But then he'll, like, rip the mask off. And you're like, well, then it's a mask.
Right.
It makes very little sense.
No.
But anyways, he finds out that his family's, like, Illuminati disguising people. And then his mama and papa go missing. And so he has to rescue them using this newfound art of disguise. And along the way, he gets, like, a hot assistant who, of course, falls in love with him because this is 2002.
So quickly, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Too
he
quickly.
does nothing to deserve it.
0%. No.
Like, actively is an idiot child man. And she's like, I love you.
And she's like, let me kiss you. And it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
what?
like,
Like, it
oh,
happens
like,
out of
no.
fucking nowhere.
I think he's operating at, like, a 6th grade level, lady.
Yeah, it's not how anything actually works, obviously, but.
No. And then the villain is Brett Spiner, and he is stealing artifacts to resell on the black market. And he's like kidnapped Pistachio's dad to like help him pull it off.
Yes, because he's like the master of disguise. Disguisey.
And that's basically the movie. I just do like that this family secret is that they're masters of disguise and their last name is Disguisey.
As if you wouldn't fucking know.
Like, that's weird.
That's
His
weird.
name is Pistachio. I feel like this is all like Italian face. And one day might not be allowed.
Yeah, it is super Italian face.
He's always like, he speaks in this like horrible fake Italian accent the entire movie.
Which honestly is so funny and dumb. It's so dumb and it's so funny. And okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm very attracted to Pistachio disguising. Okay,
No.
Who was surprised? Nobody. But I just love Dana Carvey. I would fuck the fuck out of Dana Carvey, dude.
Dana Carvey or Pistachio disguising.
Okay, Dana Carvey as Pistachio disguising.
What?
I'm so
He's got like a little pudding bowl haircut.
Okay, it's not about how he looks. Although I will say his smile is really hot.
He has a very cute smile.
Really hot. Like the part, like, I'm trying to think. There was a part where he was like smiling. I think I wrote it in my notes. Hold on.
Honestly, when he does his George Bush impression, his little smile is so cute.
That's true. Where was I? I'm looking. Okay, as much as I say it's such a shitty movie, I was laughing a lot in this movie.
I laughed like
reading through
3
my
times,
notes.
and the rest I was looking on in shocked horror.
I was shocked and horrified, and then between both of those that happened very regularly, I was laughing at some really dumb shit. Like, it was really funny.
One of the first big laughs in the movie is he spills spaghetti all over this family, and they're like covered in like 5 inches of spaghetti and meatballs, and then he starts cheese grating cheese onto their faces.
that.
And I did think that was funny. I was like, this is
so stupid. The whole movie is dumb as fuck. It's like the dumbest movie I've ever seen, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. But okay, I don't know where I wrote the cuteness. I guess that's like the first time I saw the cuteness, which is his dog.
Mm-hmm. I do like that the dog's name is the cuteness.
The cuteness. And then I wrote, I think Pistachio's hot, honestly. And then I wrote, cleans the fucking sauce off the glasses. So it was like right before that
Yeah.
scene you're referring to. I think it was maybe when he was carrying all the plates.
Yeah, and then he throws the spaghetti on them, and then he cleans out the glasses, and then he cheese grates them.
Okay, but you know what? I think it might also have to do with the fact that I love, like, people in the service industry. I think they're so hot, especially people that are good at their job.
Did you think the bully server was like...
No.
He had too big of a jaw.
Yeah, I don't know what
He
it
looked
was.
like
I was just like,
prosthetics or something.
I don't know what it was. I was just like, no, not really into him.
that server.
I'm very much into Pistachio, though. Not
I
gonna
did
lie.
have one earlier note. The book intro is taking up a lot of this 80-minute runtime.
I also
Little
wrote
did I know that the credits were also going to take so. But I was like, I knew that it was 80 minutes long. So when they showed this like very long intro of this book showing different disguises, I was like, this is taking a while.
And I also was like, this is very Hocus Pocus-esque.
Yes.
Like, completely
that was a
a
big
rip-off.
90s thing, I feel, like having books start movies.
That's true. Yeah, we have a couple. Shrek was like that. Hocus Pocus was like that. This was like that. There was another one we talked about, and now I can't remember. But we talked about another one in an earlier episode. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, yeah, it's a huge element in a lot of the movies that we review.
Yeah.
Show.
Okay, but going back to him being a server in the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
The other thing that gets him into trouble as a server is when he hears like a weird voice, he like has to copy it and mimic it. And that I can relate to.
Me too. I was thinking about us when that I was like, that sucks because we're so like that.
Yeah.
We
When
are
you hear
Pistachio
a great voice,
disguising.
you just want to copy it.
Always. I mimic people all the time, unfortunately. I don't mean to, and I used to when I was a kid, like, be really mean about it, I think, unknowingly. Now I can, like, chill on it, and I'll just, like, save it for later.
Yes.
I'll, like, savor the flavor, open that little
Wait
pocket.
till you get to your car, and then it's on.
Yep. Then I'm recording voice notes like fucking crazy, but yeah, that's so us. It's so like us to do.
And then he also, like, when he's at the restaurant, his dad, like, tries to find him, and he's got underwear on his head. And they're like, why do you have underwear on your head? And he's just like, hee. And they never explain it. I'm like, I wrote, why does he have underwear on his head?
Maybe that's like an inside kid joke.
Yeah, I think maybe he's just like, yeah, this is for kids. Kids think underwear is funny. Put it on the head. Bada bing, bada boom.
Which is true.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. That's so true. Let's see what I wrote here.
So I have the big butt of the 90s and 2000s is like a normal ass. Dare we say small compared to today's standards?
Well, not his girlfriend, or not the girl that he liked.
See, I thought I was like, yeah, it's a big butt, but it's like...
No, they put like prosthetics on her.
I know,
and it's
but
giant.
I'm saying even with that, I'm still like used to the butts of today, which are even bigger.
I mean, I would say... I don't know. I saw it and I was like, damn.
Kardashian butts are probably like twice that size. Not anymore because they're getting it removed.
Right.
But at their height, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely around the same size probably, which is, it just looks funny on her because it's so wide, you know? Like she's so, her body is so tiny and then the ass is so wide, which
like
I know.
Kardashians.
Yeah, absolutely. But I guess I read another fun fact about this and I don't know how true that is, but at this time, that wasn't like popular. Like having a big ass in, especially like white culture, was not fucking popular at all. So he was talking about how he wanted to show
this butt.
Oh, I know. It's insane. It just doesn't even look real.
It does look like prosthetics, Phil.
Oh, 1,000. Yeah, it sure does. But at this time, like big butts were not like part of the conversation, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I guess there was a little tidbit that I read that they were trying to go like anti like anorexia, because a lot of the messages in movies were talking about like how small people are and how like they want them to be smaller. So the whole message in this movie, what he's attracted to is bigger ladies. He wants someone like his mama.
That's good, because I was afraid that they were like making fun of like how weird or stupid would that be if you liked big butts. Like he's weird,
right? Which I'm glad that they weren't like that. Although I will say the woman he ended up with, tiny also.
And he comments on that. He's like, your little tiny butt.
Yeah, little
and
tiny,
like laughing at how tiny it is. Yeah.
Like little tiny
But then it was also like misogyny, because it's
1,000. Yeah,
women are reduced to their asses, and there's really no male equivalent. I was thinking about this. I was like, you wouldn't have a movie for young girls or from a girl's perspective where it's like, what, dude having a big dick? Like, there's no corollary.
Not at all.
You couldn't just be like, look at that male body part. Woo!
No, I would say the only thing that's like kind of not even a good comparison, but like the closest thing is like height.
Yeah, right, like muscly.
Right. But I feel like even muscle, like people who have big muscles aren't really talked about in the same way as
they
like
wouldn't
asses
objectify
and
them
right.
to that extent at all. It wouldn't
right.
just be like, you're nothing but your arm muscles. Or
right.
like,
yeah, that's not a thing.
And I was just like, wow. Once again, it sucks being a lady growing up and just being like, wow, this is what men think of you as.
Yeah, and if you don't look like that at all, if you don't have those qualities, then you're like, oh, so I'm totally fucked? Or cool, thanks, fucking
right. Or like, oh,
universe.
so if I have a big butt, that's all I am.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool, so either way, I'm fucked.
Got it. Cheers. Anyway, I'm sure this won't lead to our entire generation having body issues.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Cheers. No, it's pretty fucked. And I hope that that's the message he was trying to evoke. But even so, doesn't really change the fact that we're still reduced to only the way we look.
In a kid's movie, too. I think that's why I was like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
That this is offered up as like funny for kids. Like,
to children. Well, did you ever hear about the movie? I don't even know what it's called now, but there was like this cartoon movie that was put out there. Like, I don't even know. Maybe it was like 2016 or some shit like that. But it was about this like, actually I don't even know. But it was basically about this like fat woman that like, I don't even know, like turned skinny in certain moments to like like she wished to be skinny to like get a man, and that was like the whole message of the movie. And it's just are you, what the fuck? And you'd think that like at the end she learns that that's not what she should be. That's not how the movie ends at all. No. And I'm just man, I need to like look this up. and bring it up to you later. But I was just
Okay.
like, this is so fucking trash. And this is for kids. Like, that's so gross, dude.
Oh no, I
It's
hate it.
horrifying. And as a fat
hate
person,
it.
it's like people are already like so afraid to be fat. It's like the worst thing you can fucking be in society. So it's like, it's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild. Thanks a lot, movies, and television, and just like society in general.
And yeah, I totally forgot about that angle, and I was like, ooh, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, and just like when he's hiring, you know, when they're looking for an assistant, the way that they're not even talking to her, they're like talking about her in front of her, about her body only, and it's so gross.
There was a Shrek reference. I just wrote Shrek reference, and I don't remember what it was.
It's because he was trying to make
Oh, he's trying to make the kid laugh. So Jennifer Esposito has like a little boy.
yeah, and he's so cute.
That's what it was.
And he like
Right.
falls on his skateboard, and then he's like, I'm gonna try to make him feel better, and then he does a Shrek impression, which was great.
It was a good one.
Yep.
But then everyone's just staring at him.
And then he does Donkey, which is a little suspect, and then but it was really funny. Dana Carvey's great at impressions. That's
He
like
is.
his
That's
number
bread
one.
and butter, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I was okay. So at one point when he's learning the family secret, they like go back in the line of disguises, and one of them is a disguisee for Abe Lincoln.
It's very funny.
And I was laughing out loud because
like
the
to
fake
move
Lincoln
it.
comes out and it's I like to move.
Guess
it,
who
move
thought
it.
of
He's,
that?
like break dancing.
Adam Sandler.
Adam's okay. Go figure that's like my favorite part.
Mhm. Yep. I was like, I knew she was gonna bring this shit up. Yeah.
Well, and I
it's
know how you feel
very
about Abe Lincoln.
Huh?
You've talked about Abe on this podcast. Now, how hot you think he is?
Yeah, he's very hot. He's my number one. No, you guys, I don't think Abe Lincoln is that hot. He's okay.
I invite our listeners to listen to past episodes.
I did not say that he was that hot. No, okay.
I'm feeling gaslit.
I'm not. No, it's because we've talked about this. Wasn't it like you were like, I just think you like Abe Lincoln, and I was just like, I didn't say that. What did I say? You know what? I'm gonna
You
go
said he
back.
was really hot, and it wasn't that he was like the great emancipator. You thought maybe it had something to do with his top hat, but then you said his face is genuinely hot, and I said, get out of here.
It is though, actually.
You're like, I didn't say he's that hot. He is hot.
You know, I can't remember what, because I feel like, was it the top hat thing that you brought up to me where you're like, you just like people in top hats? And I was like, I don't
maybe.
think so. And you're like, yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
This is
gaslight
Abe
you.
Lincoln check-in number 3.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be more.
Every episode,
Every
I
episode
like
it
bring him up.
changes. You're like, I
I'm
hate
like,
it.
and then Abe Lincoln came in, and you're like, that's not Abe Lincoln, that's a guy with a beard. And I'm like, no, he was definitely in it. No, his face is beautiful. I will say that. I remember what it is now, because you're like, someone was like, who's your favorite president? Gotta be Abe Lincoln. I'm like, no, it's not. That's what it was. His face is really like chiseled and manly. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm confused by my own life. Anyways.
And then his grandpa comes in to train him, and he says another thing that was in the preview that as a kid I thought was so funny. And he's like holding up his hand and doing talking things, and he goes, this is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do. And then he closes the mouth. And as a kid I was like, that is gold. And
I know.
I'm sure I repeated it to everybody ad nauseum.
Me too. I know I did too, because at that point, that type of shit, like, talk to the hand, because the face on hair, like, all that
Tried
type
to
of
be
shit,
so sassy.
that was like early 2000s core.
We were like 10, not even 11 yet. No, we were 11. We had just turned 11.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, like peak annoying.
And of course that's when we met each other. Fucking lol.
And we're
That's
like, this is comedy. This is what humor is.
God. I'm almost positive I watched this in theaters.
I know I
almost
did.
certain.
I know I did. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening.
Yeah,
I
God.
dragged you to this horrible movie. At least it was mercifully short.
Hi, Mom. Mercifully short. Hopefully we left it like at the beginning of the fucking previews, because Jesus Christ. Anyway, I also said, just to rewind really quick, I said the restaurant scene reminded me of Olive Garden so hardcore.
Oh.
The
All that
music,
pasta.
the uniforms. I was like, sheesh, like, good times though. I loved working at Olive Garden.
Really?
It was
I
fun.
hear it's a tough gig.
It is tough, but I liked it.
You get good tippers.
I got pretty good tippers. I think I stole a lot of food. So I think that's part of the reason why I liked it. And
well,
then,
it wasn't stealing because when you're there, you're family.
yeah.
All right, Olive Garden.
God, I love my wife. She's like, yes.
Like, that was your family's food.
You're right. It was my family, and I'm owed. And also, my manager was really fucking cool. He was just like this really chill dude that was like, everybody, come in the meeting. And then he's like, I like that you've had a million jobs. That shows me that you, what did he say? He was like, you have lots of experience, you know your shit, and you don't, he said something like, I don't stick around if something's bullshit, and that I stick up for myself. And I was like, that's true. Thank you for noticing that.
Check, bitch.
Hell yes. I'm like, now give me free food and I'll be on my way. Yeah, because Olive Garden actually, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but like, I don't know if they still have this actually, but basically like if you buy an entree or whatever, you can get like a take home thing for $5 or some shit like that.
I've taken advantage of that many a time.
I stole so many of those. I remember giving you a shit ton of those.
Yes, I went and saw Shea when she was working. She hooked it up.
Like,
I was like, free soup, free salad, what's up?
I'm like, literally free everything, take the table, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it was good. And also, fun fact, the breadsticks are vegan, guys.
Wow.
So if you're vegan, go to OG. All right, anyway.
So no butter, just oil.
It is butter, but it's a vegan butter.
What?
It's margarine.
Wow.
Yeah. So fucking good.
Nice.
I was vegan when I worked there. So, yeah, I was like, load me up, baby.
One can subsist only on breadsticks.
I'm like, I can
confirmed.
prove it. I'm here. I'm queer. She's ready to go. But yeah, good times. R.I.P. my time there.
Yeah.
Pandemic. That's what stopped me from working there.
Out.
Yep. But anyway, good times.
This movie, another saving grace of this movie, is it did feature a trope that I love, and that is long, elaborate gadgets to do something.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're
it's like
talking
beginning of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, how he has that like elaborate gadget to make his breakfast. Hell yeah.
They have that in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang too.
Oh,
have
really?
you ever seen that movie?
No.
Yeah, it's like this whole gadget that makes breakfast.
Yes.
I haven't seen that in a minute. I need to watch that again. But anyway, I love shit like that too.
Me too. I just love watching it. So this gadget was to get into the secret nest, they call it, which is like a disguise's like lair, so to speak.
That was really cute.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, I forgot about this. I'm digging it. And that's right after that, you hear the soulful ass Master of Disguise rap.
Okay, there's like at least 3 Master of Disguise songs.
There is a Destiny's Child song on the soundtrack. Like, the soundtrack is weirdly good. I wonder if that's what they spent a lot of money on.
Was that like the 3rd song that
It was only in the credits, I think.
Dang it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's at least 3 songs that are literally like the main chorus is like Master of Disguise.
Yeah, like these like originally written songs describing everything that's happening in the movie. I tried to find the soundtrack and it's on Apple Music.
Ooh.
But it doesn't have all the songs.
Dang it. I hate when they do that.
I know.
Same with Wayne's World. Like the covers that that is a movie we need to cover immediately. But yeah, the Wayne's World soundtrack, it has like a lot of the songs from the film, but it doesn't have the covers that Cassandra fucking did of like Jimi Hendrix and like Ballroom Blitz. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Anyway, that makes me really angry.
But yeah, there's only 10 of the Master of Disguise soundtrack songs on here. But one of the raps is on here. It's MASTER Part 2. Like, there's a part 1, but they don't even acknowledge
Who is it by? Do you know? Does it say?
It is by Unknown. Ouch, Apple.
Oh my god. That's fucked.
Like, we don't even know. Rude.
Wow. Maybe it was Dana Carvey.
That would be
all the
amazing.
songs. Well, anyway. Okay, so he gets into his little nesty. Oh, I do need to say this. When his grandpa shows up, I was dying at this part because he gets to the door and then Pistachio is like, he basically says like
hey,
who are you?
So Italian.
Pistachio. He's like, who are you? And then he goes, like the grandfather says, I don't know. Wait, no. I'm like so confused.
I was on the edge of my seat waiting to hear this, and Shea just goes, and then he says,
yeah, he goes, your father is my son. So he's like telling him, I'm basically your grandfather in a different way. So he's like, your father is my son. And then Pistachio goes, my father, your son. Oh my goodness, you are my sister. And I was laughing like a fucking hyena.
That
I
is
was
like
dying.
very Kung Pao humor.
Yeah, thank you. You're my sister.
And he goes,
I was
no,
like,
and then he like smacks him around. Which like smacking
son of
is
a
a big
bitch.
thing.
There's so much slap humor. I also
Yeah.
wrote that, which we both love so much.
We do our own sound effects.
Yeah, we love doing our own sound effects. It's one of my many qualities. Anyway, I do love that part. Okay, so they do go to the nest, and that's when
he starts perfecting his art.
Exactly.
And there's a very disturbing
I know exactly what you-
brown face scene
Yeah, I
where
wrote
he
that in
turns
all caps.
into a stereotypical Indian man.
I wrote the fucking snake Jesus fucking
It was really
Christ.
bad. Until he starts playing the recorder and it comes out of smooth jazz. That part was funny.
That is funny.
But all the racial stuff was not.
No, and there's a couple. That one's probably the worst.
It's really bad. And it just keeps going and you're like,
You're like,
I would like for this to be over.
yeah, I like held my breath the whole scene. Like I was just like, this is so like, this would never be chill now. Thank fucking the Lord.
For good reason.
I'm like, jeez, it's so bad.
And that's where he like gets into the like, oh, I'm becoming another person. He keeps repeating to himself like, I'm becoming another person. And I'm just like, what? I don't get the magic. It doesn't make any sense.
I think it's really like a I think it's partially magic, but I think mostly it's like almost like self-hypnotization. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of believe that has something to do with it, especially like the mantras you're repeating over and over again and blah blah blah.
But then his grandma says you will literally become another person.
Yeah,
actually.
I think that they mean that like in your mind you are that person. It's like very delusional, which I can relate to.
That describes this movie to a T. Delusional.
Fucking delusional. Anyway, and then the "Who's your daddy" slaps, very funny.
Yes.
Also very of the time.
I'm sure I said that incessantly too.
Me too. And everyone's like, please stop
like,
saying
"Why?"
that. Who's your daddy? You're like, you're 12. And I wrote stealing the Constitution. Lol. They do steal the Constitution.
I said, did this inspire National Treasure?
Huh? When did that movie come out?
Later, for sure. I think 2004, 2005.
Oh my god.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. We need to get him on the podcast, baby.
Tell us everything.
Yep. And then
Oh, by the way, they keep like cutting back to his mom being like kidnapped, but she's like stuck in a kitchen.
yeah,
Like, she's
that
not
part is really gross.
Kidnapped. But then it's like every time the dad doesn't want to steal something for the bad dude, like there's hands that come out of the flour, like out of the sink to like grab her. It's so creepy.
It's scary.
It's like, oh,
it's really eerie.
it's not good.
It's not good at all. And also, it's like another form of misogyny. Oh, she'd be stuck in a fucking kitchen.
Yeah, I'm like, why is she in this kitchen for days?
And
she
she looks
apparently doesn't need
happy.
to sleep or use the bathroom or anything.
No, they're like, she just thinks she's in her own kitchen. So she would think it's normal that she's like in a kitchen
For
all day,
days.
every day, like the rest
Never
of her
resting.
life. So fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, thanks messages and movies.
It's so bad. And then I also wrote, okay, based on what he's looking for in a woman, I could be Pistachio's wife. But I didn't write anything that he was talking about. I think he said like,
This was during the auditions, right?
yeah, I think he said he wanted someone who could like be a good cook and someone that was basically a big bitch. And I was like,
Check and check, baby.
yeah.
Oh, and then finally they get to Jennifer Esposito, and she like is fine or whatever.
As hell.
And then they hire her, and she starts being like, okay, like how much does the job pay? And he goes, oh, this cat's got claws. And I'm like, because she wants to be paid?
I know, for a fucking job.
They act like it's crazy that she's going to get paid. Like they keep making comments about like, all you want is money.
And it's like, yeah, she's fucking working. No, but actually I wrote a note about that where he's like, ooh, this cat has claws. And then Pistachio was like, this cat got no mama caboose. And then just like, the fucking I was fucking, I hate it because it's so whack, but it's
But
so,
you are also aroused.
which happens a lot. I get the ick and then I'm like, but I was
He does do
aroused.
his George Bush face when he's trying to be sexy. He's like,
I was not into that. Not at all, 0%. I was into a couple of the characters. Specifically the one later on where he's like the suave,
Oh, me too.
like Vincent Price sort of situation.
I do like that after they hire Jennifer Esposito, she is actually the one who like solves everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's actually smart and like
Yeah.
putting things together.
Yeah.
And Pistachio like thinks it's him, but it's not.
It's not at all, which is great because that's exactly how it would go. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Women get shit done. And then in all caps, right after that, I go, okay, Pistachio was hot, to be honest. I'm like, Shea, I know. I wrote that like 4 times
I'm gonna say it.
in my notes. Somebody has to say it.
And then we come to the infamous turtle scene.
Turtle Club. Oh my fucking god. That's what
I mean, where to even begin with this entire scene?
Okay. So basically they're just trying to find clues
With Mama and Papa.
so that they could find the mom and dad. And then she's like, why don't we just go back to the place where they got kidnapped and maybe we'll find a clue. And then Pistachio's like, so crazy it just might work. So they go back to like the alleyway behind the restaurant where the mom and dad got kidnapped. And she finds a cigar butt.
Yes.
And there's a little like emblem thing on it that has a turtle, and she's like, I know where these are from. This is from the Turtle Club. It's like an exclusive club. You can't really get in. It's like really hard. He's like, I can get in. You don't know me, basically. So then they show up to the club, and she's like, I don't think you had to take it so literally. And he comes out, and he's literally disguised like a human fucking turtle.
That's what's so weird. It's not even like a real turtle. It's a suit that's
Yeah.
somewhat shaped like a turtle shell.
And then he has a turtle shell drawn on the back,
Yes, and he shaved his head.
and he
He was
has
wearing glasses.
his top lip is pointed.
And then he just keeps like going around, and he literally just says turtle.
I mean,
Turtle. Which makes no fucking sense.
everyone's like, what the
Yeah, I was like, is
with
this
you?
guy okay? They just keep being like, what's wrong with this guy? And then he keeps being like, I'm gonna go into my shell. And then he's like moving his fucking suit around, and he's like, ugh.
The part where he hides inside his suit is insane, and then he
It's
pops
brilliant.
out. He fucking bites the nose off
He
the
bites
guy,
a nose off of a man's face.
and then shoots it back on. And guess who thought of that?
Who?
Adam Sandler. Fuck yeah!
It's so weird.
It's so dumb.
And then he starts breakdancing on the floor.
It's so stupid.
And Jennifer Aniston's just like, I don't know what's going on. But then she gets the information they need, and so
Oh
they
my
leave.
God.
But it's one of the most mind-boggling scenes in all of cinema, I'd say.
My face hurts because I'm laughing so hard.
So he's like, turtle. It's like, turtles don't fucking say turtle. Okay, this isn't Pokemon.
And Stacy would know. She had a fucking tortoise like her whole life.
Yeah, I was like a tortoise whisperer, okay? Shit, I took a drink at the wrong time.
That's why Stacy was so mad about this scene
I was like, this is
specifically.
disrespectful to the turtle community. How
And
dare
I would
you.
know because I'm their
dare you.
treasurer.
I thought the Italian face was bad, but turtle face? No way.
Not on my watch.
Not on my fucking watch, indeed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just wrote, he bites off a nose and spits it back onto a face.
Right. Which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my life. But it's also so Adam Sandler. It's so his fucking humor. I'm crying. Okay. That shit was so fucking funny. And also the suits reminded me, I didn't write this in my notes, but I'm thinking now, isn't there a music video with wasn't it like, you're such a fucking hoe, I love it, and they're wearing like the giant suits?
Yeah, it does kind of look like that.
Hella inspired by that scene. I guarantee it.
You're welcome.
You're fucking
All
welcome,
right.
little bitch. Goes unnameless. Or wait, goes unnamed. There we go. And then
they get invited to this party, and that's where the disguises really kick up a notch. This is when we start getting like rapid fire disguise. Because up till that, there wasn't really that many like impressions.
no,
There was like bad Indian guy.
there was like a few during his like the scene, you know, where he's like really learning how to disguise himself, where he's disguised, quote unquote, like a little schoolgirl with braces and the unfortunate, horrifying brown face.
And like that old lady. He's like, oh,
yeah,
like,
which is
it's
so
not
annoying. I
even
guess we didn't
funny.
explain that because that happens after the turtle.
Oh,
Club.
does it? Okay.
Yeah, because she's just like, wait, this is like an auction, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. I think I, like, blanked out for this part. I barely remember this part.
No, I get it. They go to an auction. Pistachio is disguised like an old lady, and they're trying to, like, auction this, like, you know, a suitcase off, whatever. And that's when the bad guy shows up, and he's like, Tuscan leather, or whatever the fuck. He's interested in the assistant, and he asks her to this exclusive party.
Oh, yeah. That's how they get invited to the party.
And so...
And that's where the disguises start popping off.
Exactly. And this is where yeah, like, some of these disguises are funny.
Yeah, he does, like, an extended Scarface impression, which, again, this is a movie for children.
Yeah. So, like, who the fuck would understand that
I
reference?
had not seen Scarface at this point.
No. I thought it was just some cool dude with a lot of body hair. And I was like, hell yes.
A lot of body hair and a very thick accent.
Yeah, Cuban, I believe. And then, so yeah, he's basically pretending to be Scarface. Hilarious. Dumb, obviously. And he also does one of the guys from fucking Jaws.
Yes. Okay, so Jennifer Esposito gets into some trouble, and then to, like, interrupt or, like, distract them or something, he, like... No, that's when he comes up as the suave guy, right?
Okay. Basically, as Scarface, he's, like, putting on a show for the whole party. The
To
bad
distract
guy,
them so Jennifer Esposito can be sneaky.
right. The bad guy takes her outside, like, because she's inside stealing these Polaroids, basically. She's, like, looking through his drawers to try to find clues. She finds Polaroids of all these famous people. Turns out it's all the famous people that Pistachio's dad is disguising himself to be, to, like, steal all these, like, giant what have yous. The Constitution, the Liberty Bell, all this shit.
Some weird shit.
Yeah, all this shit. So she, like, steals this, like, envelope filled with Polaroids. And then the bad guy comes in. He's just like, oh, let's go outside. So they go outside, and she, like, looks, and Scarface guy, aka Pistachio, is, like, putting on this whole show, like, dancing for people and fucking, like, breakdancing again.
Lots of breakdancing.
And then the bad guy's like, sick him, basically. And so the security guards run after him, and Pistachio runs away, and finally they're like, where is he? And they end up at this, like, lake, and he's in a boat pretending to be this dude from Jaws.
Yeah, the iconic, like, speech from the creepy boat captain where he's like, 45 men went into the water and only 10 came out, or whatever. He does, like, a weird speech like that.
Yeah.
And it is good, but again, had not seen Jaws at this point in my life.
Me neither.
Didn't get it.
Nope. I knew it was from Jaws because they used the music a little bit. So as a kid, I was like, okay.
But
They
then he
reference a
jigs
lot
up,
of movies.
and then he disguises himself as a literal cow shit.
Cow pie, excuse me.
Yeah, let's not call it pie, please.
Yeah.
Pie is
of God.
delicious. Let's not.
Yeah, it's a cow pie.
And then he runs away from that, and then I forget how he loses them.
For some reason, he's at the bus stop reading a newspaper, fully in a grass suit with a cow shit face, which is amazing. They run away, and somehow, I don't fucking know how, and then
But Jennifer Esposito ends up inside again.
yeah, I think Homeboy is like, let's go inside, and so
And then so Pistachio shows up as this, like, very suave guy who's like, spot, and it's time to go. And this is my girl, and we're investigating her, and we've got to go.
and I was like, I'm bending over right now.
I did like that. That was the hottest iteration of Pistachio
for sure.
disguising.
For some reason, I think him by himself is hot. I don't know why. I don't like his hair or anything. There's just something about him that I'm like,
I think Dana Carvey, like, normally is okay. I didn't like the Pistachio disguisey, like, again, putting bowl haircut, like, weird childlike mannerisms. But when he's, like, playing the suave guy, I'm like, all right, I like this.
I don't like sexually the childlike mannerisms. That's not what this is. I just think he's funny and I like his smile.
He's got a beautiful smile.
But obviously his misogyny and other bullshit is not attractive, but there's just something charming about him.
He is funny.
Yeah, I think it's like him, even the hee, like, I just thought that was so fucking funny, and just, he's just dumb, and, you know, I like dumb men. Let's see. Where...
Oh, I did say I like all the lime green in the movie.
Oh, I didn't
There's
notice.
like a lot of lime green, like furniture, backgrounds, accents. Like it's like very common color throughout the movie, and I did like that.
I didn't notice that, but I love that too. I love lime green. I wrote Master of Disguise song number 2, Beach Boys. There's like a Beach Boys one.
Yes, I wrote. I think a lot of the 16 million went to music, set design, and music.
Yeah. I also wrote Constable Mueller, Tax Authority. Oh yeah, because he dressed up as 2 dudes. Oh, was the constable guy the German dude?
Yes, the German guy.
Okay, that one was pretty funny too. So he was able to steal, what's her name, Jennifer? Mm-hmm. He stole Jennifer away.
Yeah, so she gets out.
He helped her escape.
And then their next plan is to like infiltrate the black market soiree where all the stolen shit will be sold.
Yep.
And for this one, he dresses up like a bowl of cherries. And honestly, the cherry suit is like a thing of nightmares. It looks like a bloody zombie body.
It is really,
It's
and like bubbly.
and bubbly and like blood red. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's a little, I'm surprised Ebert didn't bring that part up.
Right.
Because
Like, I had
he
nightmares
hates
of cherry
red.
suit, man.
It's like murder.
But it does lead to a funny joke where Pistachio becomes one of the henchmen. He's disguised as a henchman. But then the bad guy is like onto it and he goes, your wife called me the other day and she wants you to call her back. And he's like, okay, I'll do it, boss. And he goes, you don't have a wife. And it's like, dun dun dun. And Pistachio goes, how'd you know it was me? And then the camera pans down to like his weird cherry feet. He's like, oh no.
And he takes it off and he's like, for some reason he's happy about it.
Yeah.
Like, you fucked up so fucking bad. You fumbled so hard.
So hard.
Why are you bragging about this? And then I also wrote, there was a scene, this is before this cherry thing.
The cherry nightmare.
The cherry nightmare of doom. Where they're like in a cafe or some shit. They're playing Cinderella by Play, which was famously covered in the Cheetah Girls.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck? When I was just a little girl, my mama used to tuck me into bed. You guys know that song. It was in Master of Disguise. Random ass.
They
for
went
like
hard on
2
the music.
seconds. They worked
good
really
music.
hard on. I was like, what? It really genuinely surprised me. I was like, that is not this.
Excuse me. Yeah.
No
you're like,
fucking
what?
way. Ugh.
It has a very abrupt ending.
Yes.
Like, so he's, revealed as Pistachio. And then he, like, basically slaps the shit out of Josh Brolin, making Jennifer Esposito fall in love with him. Because, of course, women like violence, I guess, is the message.
I guess so.
And everyone
misogyny.
gets rescued, and then it, like, literally just kind of ends.
Yeah.
Well, I should say, it goes to the credits. Which are, again, 15 minutes long.
So bad.
In like many different portions. So like the regular credits, you're like, okay, and it's like bloopers and like other disguises that didn't make it into the movie, and you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you think it's over, and then it's not over. There's like more scenes. I don't even remember what they were because there were so many. There's like a series of long scenes, and every time you think it's gonna be over, it's like, we're back.
I did not watch the full.
I was dying.
I was like, I can't.
You didn't
do
watch
this.
it all?
No.
Shea gets. That's the best part.
I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm done.
So when you really, really think it's over,
Yeah.
you're like, surely that's it.
Yeah.
Then it reopens to a scene where, like, okay, backstory. The whole time in this movie, when he's learning to slap, he's been fighting this like robot.
Yeah.
And the very last scene is like him back in the restaurant, and he like looks over at the robot, and he starts slapping it again. And then the back of the robot opens, and it's a little person in there. And he's like, it's been you the whole time. And then they chase each other around the restaurant for an extended period of time. And that's how the movie ends.
I'm disappointed.
Really-
I
was like laughing out of absurdity and discomfort and disbelief that they thought this was a good idea.
Oh, you know why? I get it now. That dude is the Master of Disguise.
Yeah.
He's the major.
Yeah. But they must
master.
have like not had enough to put in the movie, so they're like, let's just keep adding to the credits.
Which is so. They probably just filmed a bunch of bullshit, because I can imagine that Dana Carvey's really good at improvisation, and so they probably filmed like 3/4 of it was like not related at all to the actual fucking plot, and so they're like, we need like some of this is fucking gold that we couldn't put in. I imagine. Or is it just like extra scenes that like
It's just extra scenes that are not gold.
Jesus?
Okay, and there's also a very oh my god, I can't believe it. I don't even think I wrote this down, but yikes. There's a very disturbing scene at the end where the bad guy who is going to buy all the stolen goods is talking to the other bad guy, and he's like, how did you get all this crazy stuff? And the guy's like, oh, I have a master of disguise on my payroll. He can turn into anybody. And the guy goes, anybody, huh? Can they turn into, like, who does he say first? He's like, Christina Aguilera. And he's like, oh, yeah. And then this guy goes, what about the Olsen twins? Do you want to know how old the Olsen twins were when this movie came out?
How old?
15 years old. Maybe 16. I don't know exactly when their birthdays are. When they were filming it, definitely 15.
Gross.
I know.
And guess who
I
that
was
was?
like-
You know who that is, right? That guy?
Who?
That's the guy from fucking Kung Pao.
It is?
Yeah.
Wow. No, it's the guy that looks like the guy from Kung Pao, but he's in a bunch of Adam Sandler movies. They do look really alike.
Oh.
Because he's like in Billy Madison. He's in Happy Gilmore. But yeah, I'm like,
dang,
that's
they look so similar.
Disgusting.
That is fucking
To be like,
gross.
can he turn into two 15-year-old girls? And,
It's like,
and the bad
lol,
guy's even
not
like,
funny.
you're sick. And I'm just like, you are though. Like,
You're actually fucking
this
gross.
is disgusting.
Something I forgot to bring up is that Cole Sprouse and Dylan Sprouse play young.
Oh, I thought he looked
Pistachio.
familiar.
Yep. Which makes sense because they're also in Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Yes,
So there
in
you
the
go.
Sandler verse.
Exactly. Okay, I'm looking up. Oh, Kevin Nealon.
Yes.
Okay.
They look
yeah,
very
grr.
alike, but
I should have known that. He was on SNL. I should know this. But yeah, he does look like him a lot. They look very similar. Wow.
yeah, disgusting.
That's so fucking gross.
Ew.
And honestly, unfortunately, does not surprise me because
It's a bad time to be a woman. We always say it. It was like a very
Yeah.
bad time.
yeah. And I'm glad that we, the time frame of Blockbuster Wives is what it is, from 1990 to 2010 if you guys are new. Because this is when Stacy and I obviously were growing up, specifically in like the early 2000s. And I'm glad that now we have so much hindsight and we can really highlight parts that are like fucked up about how we, I'm sure a lot of you who listen can relate. A lot of you are women. Most of you are, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
So like I know a lot of you can relate, and it's just nice to have a place where we can fucking vent and be like, wow, no
Like, that
wonder.
was bad. That was hard. We had to deal with that shit.
Yep, over and over and over and over and over again. And it was like everyone's favorite movie where men are just like shitting on women. Cool.
Always the male perspective.
Yeah, which sucks. Anyway,
Trivia time?
yeah, trivia time.
Yay.
Okay, here we go. You're gonna get all these, I'm sure.
I mean, famous last words.
I just know you, and I know how brilliant you are. Okay, here we go. In the beginning of the movie, who is Pistachio's father, Fabrizio, disguised as in Palermo, Italy?
Bo Derek. I had to look them up because I don't actually know who that is, though.
She is a model, I believe, actress. She's in Tommy Boy. She
Saw,
plays.
like white girl braids.
Yeah, she's very famous for those.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In a show that she was in or something, I'm not really sure. But she does play the stepmom in Tommy Boy.
Oh yeah, and she's getting out of the pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, classic.
Yep. What happens every time Devlin Bowman laughs?
He farts, which I did laugh every single
Yeah,
time.
every single time. That part's when he's like, and then it just cuts to something else. Complete the sentence. Who's your blank?
Daddy.
Nice. What was Pistachio feeding the snake?
Oh.
It is insane. It's
Oh,
just like,
no.
what the fuck?
Oh, no, I really don't remember.
Slices of cheese.
What?
I swear to God.
Like Kraft singles?
Yes.
Why don't I remember that? Okay.
It was very dumb.
fascinating.
What was the name of Pistachio's dog?
The cuteness.
Yes, the cuteness. This one is actually hard. And
Okay.
it's the last one. So we'll call it the bonus one.
Okay.
What is the invisible energy field that bonds all the disguisees past and present together?
Oh my god, it was some punny name. Oh, I don't remember, but it's like a pun.
Energico.
Energico. Yeah, they just made up an Italian-ass sounding word.
Yep, that just sounds like the fucking rest of the movie. They're just all hella fucking
all
just
Italian
making
face.
up. Yeah, Italian face. I'll get an Italian face you can get away with, but turtle face? Now you've gone too far.
Gone too far.
Fucking
Not
well.
on my fucking watch. I'm looking at master disguise personality quiz. I don't think one exists.
That would be amazing.
There's a which imposter disguise are you? I don't
Imposter
even know what
disguise?
that means.
Like, what's imposter disguise?
Should we just do it?
Yeah. Why not? I don't even know what it means.
Okay, here's the quiz introduction, which makes even less sense, which I think will be fun. What if the imposters' disguises were separate people and they did a bunch of funny shit? Would that be crazy or what?
Wait, what? Wait, say that again? What if all the what?
Quiz introduction. What if the imposters' disguises were separate people and they did a bunch of funny shit? Would that be crazy or what?
What the fuck?
Okay, we have to take this quiz because it makes no sense. Okay. I'll start off with you.
Okay.
There's 7 questions.
Beautiful.
These are all very long answers.
Oh,
but
here we go.
Choose an aesthetic.
God, yes.
1. Quiet schoolroom alone with nobody there to look at you, sipping tea while the smell of wet forest creeps its way through the window, the rain pouring outside. 2. Old antique weapons crafted from the finest of welders. You want to touch them, but of course you get it cut, you stupid idiot. Why
What
are you
the
doing
fuck
that?
is this? Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Am I choosing which one best, suits me?
It's up to you to decide.
Okay.
It just says choose an aesthetic.
Oh, choose an aesthetic. Got it. Okay.
Number 3.
Oh, God.
Library. A few people in the room keeping to themselves and reading their novels. You find a good friend and sit beside him. The golden sun shines in the window as the temperature was just right. Number 4. Inside a cozy cabin with maybe a friend, enjoying
That makes it worse.
enjoying quality time while drinking cocoa and watching TV. But the TV is quiet, and you catch yourself focusing on the fireplace more than anything. All right, last one. Saturated colors, blaring music, glow sticks, spiked shoes. Just having an amazing time in the spotlight as you hog the stage.
That sounds horrifying. Wait, is the first one scary or no?
Again, that's $1 million question. I'll read it again.
Okay.
Quiet schoolroom alone with nobody there to look at you.
No. Okay, never mind.
Sipping tea.
Never mind. There was something about wet trees or
Wet
something.
forest.
Yeah, that sounds so sexy. I love that smell, but not worth it to be alone in a classroom.
No one's looking at you, though.
I'm like, ah! I'll go with the library because I can imagine Stacy and I in a library together on a cute day. So I will choose that one.
Okay, question 2. What response would you give to a sudden romantic I love you?
Ooh.
1. What? 2.
Wait.
2. I don't have time for such silly talk, but I love you too. 3. You're a dork. I love you too. 4. I love you too. I'm so happy. I love you so much. I love you. I love you.
Sounds about right.
And the last one. I can't.
What is the last one?
No, I just this quiz is so unhinged. Okay.
It's so weird.
Are
and I
you
love it.
really that sure you know what you're getting into? Of course I love you just as much, you idiot.
As much as I absolutely love the last one. You idiot. I'm going to go with the one before that because I am a cancer-ass bitch, and if someone tells me they love me, I'm like,
I love you.
Do you know how much I love you? I can't believe I've lived my life this long without you. That's me. Okay.
Okay. Guess my card. 1. Why should I care? 2. King.
Oh my god, yes! Okay.
Okay. I can't breathe. Okay, 3. Red diamond. No, wait. Black spades. No, shit. I need a second.
That one.
4. Red hearts. 5. Black diamond.
No, the longer one. The one's like, wait, no. Oh, that's me.
Question 4. Do you cook? 1. I don't know how to cook. 2. I love to cook for myself and myself only. 3. For myself and my partner, if I were to have one.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay. Why should I waste my time with cooking? People cook for me. Or, not really, but I can if someone really needs me to.
Okay. I love to cook, not just for myself and not just for a potential partner. I love cooking a lot. So the closest thing to that would be the if I had a partner, blah, blah, blah. So I'll have to choose
If I
that
were
one.
to have one. Okay. What color best describes you? This is normal answers. Mint, yellow, green, gray, blackish blue, pink, eye burn colors.
What?
I think it's supposed to be auburn, but they spelled it eye burn.
Colors. This
And
is
then-
probably like a 7-year-old that wrote this, and I love it.
Purple.
I love the fuck out of this quiz.
This is the most unhinged quiz we've ever done.
I love it. Probably green.
Okay, yeah. I dig it.
Thank you.
Okay, question 6. We're almost to the end.
I love this quiz. It's fun.
Pork, chicken, or beef?
Is someone inviting me to their wedding?
Yeah, right. Okay, 1. Pork has the best value and is the only good meat.
Did Beans from Even Stevens write this? This is so
Such strong opinions on pork. Okay, pork has the best value.
fucking pork. I don't even like pork that much. Am I not cool to the 7-year-old that's writing this?
finish the answer. Okay, there's more. Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay.
No, it's
the only meat
okay.
worth anything. 2. Chicken tastes so good. Chicken. 3. They're all suitable to my tastes and are good protein. And the last, I'll tear any of it to shreds. It tastes fucking epic. I don't care. Oh, sorry. Then the last one's beef. Just beef.
I'll tear all of it to shreds.
Okay.
Although, if I had to choose one, it would be chicken. But
Oh my god. Okay, last question. Thank God, because I'm like dying.
yes, I've like almost never seen Stacy laugh this hard.
What type of video games do you indulge in? 1. Slow, plot-driven games, visual novels. 2. Relaxing games like Animal Crossing. 3. Role-playing games where everyone gets a turn fighting. 4. I love killing shit.
I love killing
I love
shit.
killing shit. Fuck yeah, bro. Eats the disc of Mortal Kombat X.
I love Mortal Kombat.
And then I don't play video games.
I don't like killing shit. In fact, it's not fun for me, except for Mortal Kombat. I fucking love Mortal Kombat. However, I would say more relaxing games, even though my favorite game of all time is Donkey Kong. But you know what? I guess like I don't know. Would that be like a visually stimulating, or would that be role playing? Like it's not an RPG.
It says slow plot-driven games, visual novels. I don't think that's what you're into.
Donkey Kong isn't a visual novel.
I feel like relaxing games like Animal Crossing.
Okay, I'll say that, even though I don't know if Donkey Kong necessarily falls in that, but I also love Animal Crossing.
Do you remember what the even original topic was? Because I got your answer and it's not making a lot of sense.
What is it saying?
It's a drawing and it says despair.
Interesting.
Okay.
I thought 2023 was my year.
Okay. It says, you're kind of off, unsettling.
Just because I didn't say pork?
You seem to have frequent mood swings, but you're still very, very loud and you want to make yourself known in the world.
Okay, first of fucking all. That is so mean.
You're super extra in clothing and general personality, and you exaggerate.
Why am I being read for film? Why is this so true?
Since you exaggerate poses and speech to make others laugh, also you're gay and you're hot.
I'm fucking dead. Wait, what? This is so... Wait, I need to read this. I need to read this
Please
again.
screenshot it. Guys, I'm having like a full body reaction.
Fair.
I can't.
Kind of unsettling. You seem to have frequent mood swings, but you're still very, very loud.
Oh my god.
And you want to make yourself known in the world. You're super extra in clothing and in general personality, and you exaggerate poses and speech to make others laugh. Also, you're gay and you're hot. Oh my fucking
Put it
god.
on a poster, babes.
That is the most
Yeah,
me.
please
I'm sending
screenshot
it to myself.
Okay.
Holy fucking fuck.
That was such a wild ride.
Okay, I have to give it to you too,
Okay,
obviously.
wow.
Which imposter disguise are you?
Is this like a video game?
I don't know. I think.
In your despair.
Here we go. Choose an aesthetic. Quiet schoolroom alone with nobody there to look at you. Sipping tea while the smell of wet forest creeps its way through the window, the rain pouring outside.
Because the first one's scary. I'm like,
I'm like, is it scary? It kind of seemed scary at first, but old antique weapons crafted from the finest of welders. You want to touch them, but of course you get a cut, you stupid idiot. Why are you doing that? 3. Library, a few people in the room keeping to themselves and reading their novels. You find a good friend and sit beside of him. The golden sun shines in the window as the temperature was just right. 4. Inside a cozy cabin with maybe a friend, enjoying quality time while drinking cocoa and watching TV, but the TV is quiet and you catch yourself focusing on the fireplace more than anything. And the last one is saturated colors, blaring music, glow sticks, spiked shoes, just having an amazing time in the spotlight as you hog the stage.
I'm gonna go with cabin hot cocoa.
Okay. What response would you give to a sudden romantic "I love you"? 1. What? 2. I don't have time for such silly talk, but I love you too. 3. You're a dork. I love you too. 4. I love you too. I'm so happy. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. Or last, are you really that sure you know what you're getting into? Of course, I love you just as much, you idiot.
Was there just an I love you back?
No. You have no choice. The closest thing is "you're a dork, I love you too," or the like unhinged "I love you, I love you too, I
Go
love you."
unhinged, I love you.
Yeah, that's very us, I will say. Okay, guess my card. Why should I care? King, red diamond. No, wait, black spades. No, shit, I need a second. Red hearts or black diamond?
Black diamond.
Ooh, sexy. Do you cook? 1, I don't know how to cook. 2, I love to cook for myself and myself only. 3, for myself and my partner if I were to have one. 4, why should I waste my time with cooking? People cook for me. Or 5, not really, but I can if someone really needs me to.
The weird me and my partner one.
Yes. If I were to have one. 5, what color best describes you? Mint, yellow, green, gray, blackish blue, pink, auburn colors, or purple?
Pink.
Pink. Hee. Only food related question. DW. Pork, chicken, or beef? 1, pork has the best value and is the only good meat worth anything. 2, chicken tastes good, so chicken. 3, they're all suitable to my tastes and are good protein. 4, I'll tear any of it to shreds. It'll taste fucking epic. I don't care. Or last, beef.
Beef.
Beautiful. Last, what kind of video games do you like to indulge in? Slow, plot-driven games, visual novels, etc. Relaxing games like Animal Crossing. Role-playing games where everyone gets a turn fighting. I love killing shit. Fuck yeah, bro. Eats a disc of Mortal Kombat X. Or I don't play video games.
I'm gonna do number 1. Slow plot-driven games.
Hell yes. Okay, here we go. Unmasked.
Ooh.
You're a very sensible person who genuinely cares about others, but not enough about yourself. You take life and such quite seriously and have a bit of an envy towards people who seem to be confident in themselves or have such a ... large identity. Also, you're gay.
Yeah,
That's you, baby.
Wow, thank you. This quiz nailed us.
Honestly.
Like X-ray vision. Wow.
Except Stacy's very confident, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was such a fucking weird quiz. Like, it was weird from beginning to end.
Very weird.
Like, the intro even was like, wouldn't that be something?
I knew it would be crazy. And I'm like, what is this about? Like, is this scary?
Yeah,
confused.
this is on a website called YouQuiz.
But I do love it because they called me hot and gay, which are two very true statements.
It just said I was gay, but not hot, right? Hey.
Yes, but we all know that you are.
So yeah, this is youquiz.com. Which imposter disguise are you?
I'm so confused by that.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy we did that quiz. Sorry, I was like dying laughing, everybody. I just couldn't.
Do not be sorry. That was
Everything
beautiful.
I read, I was just like, what?
That was really funny and just so extra. It's unreal. But I think that's a great actual end to this month's
That's
theme.
true. That was a great quiz
Stacey,
for the movie.
You were
like
crying.
wheezing.
You were crying. You were laughing so hard.
I could not breathe.
I love it. Do your cheeks hurt? Mine do.
No, I need my inhaler.
Oh, little
I'm
Stacy.
wheezing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll close us out. Thank you guys so much for listening for another month. Transformation month has ended right now.
But
Good night.
again, it's never too late for you to make a change or stay the same or whatever you want to do.
Exactly. We believe in you, and you
Time's
can
an
do
illusion.
anything. What'd you say?
Hint. I said time's an illusion. Hint to our next theme.
Exactly. Should we tell them now, or should we tell them?
Let's tell them.
Okay. We are doing Mindfuck February.
You know, everyone else is going to be doing love movies. Not us. Not Blockbuster Wives.
No, we do
We're
love
going
movies.
the opposite direction.
Yeah, we like to weave love movies just into every month at some point. So we'll do that. But Stacy was brilliant enough to think, you know what, let's go against the grain and let's come up with movies that, you know, are a little different than our normal, very silly, cutesy, nostalgic, bubblegum ass world that we have been living in basically this whole time. So we're going to forewarn everybody that each episode is going to contain a lot of dark elements, confusion. We're covering a lot of movies that, you know, go with the theme.
Mindfuck February. Movies that you watch where you're like, what? At
What
the
just
end,
happened?
You go like, what did I watch?
I don't
What's
get it.
going on? I don't know.
Right.
But a lot of these movies are also like have massive cult followings.
Totally. And, you know, I just think it's a fucking brilliant theme, and I'm so glad my wife came up with it. And we're also hopefully going to have a special guest on as well. So you guys stay tuned. And if that's not your thing, if you don't really like movies like that, we totally get it. We'll just see you next month.
Yeah, but also maybe try something a little different. Try something a little out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, 'cause you know what?
might like it.
I think 3/4 of the movies that we're choosing to watch, or no, not 3/4, half of the movies I haven't ever watched. So, you know, I'm trying something new. You guys could hop along with me and enjoy the ride. But again, darker themes, so just keep that in mind, that if that's not something you want to handle, you don't have to.
Yeah, go back and listen to Shrek or whatever.
Yeah, for like 3 times, like I do all the fucking time.
And for the love of God, please give us a 5-star rating, please.
Yeah, please, for
We
the
want
love
it.
of God. Yeah, we're really not getting a lot of reviews, but you guys like send me your personal reviews, which I appreciate so much.
Yes, we love those, but also click those 5 stars, baby.
Please do. Well, we love you guys so much. Thank you for participating. Hope you guys had a great fucking January, and if you didn't, February is your month, baby.
That's right.
We love you very much.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you to our producer Brent for his editing skills and to Grady for our delightful theme song.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com.
And as always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us.
We love you.